Honestly don't think filming a video on 4 hours sleep is a good idea, especially because I'm going to be doing a lot of discussing today, but we shall see how this pans out. Hi guys, I am going to be doing something a little different today. I don't normally do a lot of discussion videos. You know, I tend to do the very generic sort of type of videos on here, you know, book hauls, book wrap-ups and stuff, but today I just wanted to give you guys an opinion of mine on a genre of writing that I didn't even know existed until I started watching BookTube, and that is New Adult. It took me a while to understand what New Adult really was, and then I had to do some research. So I did a whole lot of Google search, of course, and I have done a blog post about this, you know, explaining what I think it is or what people have defined it as and why I think people like it. So I'll leave a link down there below. But essentially, I think New Adult is this stage between young adult and adult, of course, and the synopsis revolves around mostly, mostly young adults during the ages of 18 to 25, I guess. It does deal with a lot of romance. It tends to be, you know, a story between a guy and a girl who don't want to be attracted to each other but end up falling for each other anyways, and a whole lot more about family issues, alcohol issues, rape, which gets a bit intense sometimes, yada yada yada. But enough of that. I am here to give you my verdict on this new genre. I have done a little bit of experimentation and I have read, I think up to date I've read around 4 books that are classified as New Adult. I hope they are. And I would like to think that I have developed some sort of clear understanding about it and what I feel about this new genre. New adult books, I'm not going to lie, new adult books really hook you in. As soon as I start reading one, I am flying through it and then I'll finish it during the night, no matter what time it is. And that has happened for 4 books, for all the 4 books that I've read. However, I don't think I've actually fallen in love with the genre. I find that the plots are really similar in each book that I've read. They're very sort of typical, I guess, in terms of, you know, you've got your really attractive boy, but he's got deep scars to him that he won't let anybody see, and then you've got the girl who's so headstrong, you know, can look after herself, doesn't need to have a boy to tell her what to do and how to do things, but she also carries some sort of secret and the boy is her weakness in the end. You know, those plots, they do make for a really, really interesting and fun read, but I don't think I would like to spend my time reading that all the time. I know a lot of people love New Adult and that's fine by me. That's your choice. You can do whatever you like, but this is just my opinion. Like I said, I enjoyed it, but I haven't fallen in love with the genre, and I feel that there's a lot more that could possibly be read that is a lot better, you know, in terms of literature. Like, New Adult certainly isn't suitable for every reader out there. I would suggest that you would be probably over the age of 18, unless you do not mind reading about explicit scenes. They're not as bad as erotica, but they are pretty high up in terms of adult content. I was okay with it, I didn't mind it, but it does get a little explicit sometimes. I found that I think people have developed this new type of genre because they, you know, want to make... I have to say that I think that this new genre is a lot more relatable to, say, college students, because it does tackle some issues that we do come across when we're, you know, in uni, when we're out there meeting new people and not really understanding our hormones and our emotions that are developing properly. I feel like people are watching me through the window because I'm talking with my hands too much. I always do that. So yes, it does come across pretty relatable sometimes, but at the same time, the issues that come up are really, really intense, and I don't know if that is very common in households. I can't say that I have experienced most of these issues that the characters have gone through, but it sort of overwhelms me a bit because I'm like, whoa, okay, I can see why you're just a little screwed up there. I do have certain issues with this new genre in terms of I think that it sort of, there's a really fine line between new adult and adult romance novels. There is this really fine line that sometimes I feel like it's stuck, and this comes back to the explicit issues, I guess. New adult makes it okay to write about this stuff and have people like our age read it. It's nothing to be like, sex isn't a bad issue to read about, but at the same time, and I'm going to bring this up in this mini review will also be in this video, I feel that that becomes too much of a big part of the plot and it takes away from a lot of things, but I shall touch on that in my review coming up soon. Bottom line though, I think that it does make for a great read. I guess it hooks in a lot of people, and it does give people a lot more options to read if they don't like fantasy and you know, sci-fi, but I have better things to read, and I think I'll pick up books from this genre here and there, just not every day.